Welcome to Piano Video Lessons Year 1, Unit 6. Today's lesson is lesson number 4. You can click the info card to come on over to PianoVideoLessons.com where you can find the ebook and all of the free video lessons. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning about B-flat major. We'll learn the keyboard geography of B-flat major, we'll learn the diatonic chords of B-flat major, the pentascale of B-flat major, and we'll learn to improvise in B-flat major. This is a really important skill. Don't overlook improvisation. It really helps you understand how the key is built and how to learn pieces when reading in key signatures. This video is sponsored by my patrons at Patreon. Click the info card to find out more or to become a sponsor. Let's go. We learned to play already in the key of F major before learning to play the Brahms Lullaby, and today we're going to be learning to play in B-flat major. So if you just take out your circle of fifths, you can see that F major is the first key we learn to play in, and if we move past F to the next key signature, we'll find B-flat. When we played in F major, we had a single flat. We had only B flat in that key. And now when we move to the key of B flat, we're going to add another flat. We're going to have the same flat as F major, which is the B flat. And we're also going to add a second flat, which is E flat. And you can have a look here at the piano keys and see that I have put gems on each of the flats that I'm going to need. I have B flat, and then E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat. Anytime I'm playing in the key of B flat major, I have to always use those black keys instead of the white keys for the same letter name. So instead of playing E, I play E flat. Instead of playing B, I play B flat everywhere. Not just here, but here as well, and everywhere else on the piano. So if you have a look at your ebook here at lesson 4, you can see the layout of the scale. So I have B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and B flat. You can locate those on your own piano, and if you have some removable stickers, you can go ahead and mark those just for now. So what we're going to do first, in this lesson, we're going to do a pentascale, we're going to learn the major scale, we're going to learn the diatonic chords of B flat, and then we're going to play an improvisation drill in the key of B flat. The reason for this is to get you thinking in two flats, get you used to playing on keys that are not just white keys, and keep you targeting those black keys as you think of what notes to play next. And that's going to lead us into being ready to play the piece from the New World, which is going to happen in lesson number 5. So let's start off with the pentascale. You see here at the very beginning of the music, there are 2 flats here in the treble clef and 2 flats here in the bass clef. That is to signify that we are in the only key, the only major key that needs to use 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Again here, B flat and E flat. So that means we don't need to write them in the music. We need to remember them throughout playing it. So we can do a quick scan and find the B flat here on line 3 and the E flat here in space 4. And the same thing in the bass clef. We can do a quick scan. We have a B flat here sitting on the top space above the staff. And then we have another E flat as well. We're going to learn these high notes that are inside between the bass clef and the treble clef in a coming up unit very soon. So just trust me on it for now that these notes are the same for both hands, as they have always been for pentascales. So when we played all our other pentascales, we tended to stay on the white keys for the most part. We might have just played maybe one black key with a longer finger. This pentascale starts on a black key. So what we need to do for this one is we need to slide our hand into this black zone. We did a little bit of that when we played Lullaby. We're going to slide right on in because our thumb is going to play a black key, and the only comfortable way for our hand to stay in a relaxed position is to move in over these black keys. Call that playing in the black zone. And so we're going to have B flat, C, D, E flat, and F. You can see those are written in here. And you can also see that it's using the dotted quarter eighth rhythm that we learned in lesson 3. So it's going to play like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 You can do that again for the left hand. And also, the pinky is a bit of a short finger, so we're just going to slide into the black zone on this hand as well, maybe not quite as far as we did for the right hand. So first left hand alone, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now both hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you should start to practice that B flat major pentascale. Just pause the video, go to your piano and practice it for yourself. We'll learn to play the B flat major scale. And there's some standard fingering that's written down here for you to play this as a scale drill. So we would start on finger 4 and right away tuck under to thumb on C. D, E flat with finger 3, you can see the fingering here, tuck under, 1 on F, 2 on G, 3 on A, 4 on B flat, just like the way we started with 4 on B flat. Tucking under, 1 on C, 2 on D, 3 on E flat, 1 on F, 2 on G, 3 on A, 4 on B flat. Coming down using the same fingerings that we used on the way up. 4 on the black, 3 on the black, 4 on the black. And the left hand can begin on finger 3, 3 on the black, 4 on black, 3 on B flat, 4 on E flat. This is the opposite of what we did with the right hand in terms of which finger plays the black key. 4 on E flat, 3 on B flat. All right, so that is the standard fingering when playing the scale of B flat major. The thing is, when we're playing a piece of music, we very seldom just play a straight up and down 2-octave scale. We sometimes will play in the B flat pentascale position, but we might also play in some position that uses these 3 white keys and these 2 black keys. So you may need to move your hand into a different placement than this regular fingering chart gives. So while you can and probably should practice playing the scale with standard fingering, it's also a good idea to just stop and play around, starting on different notes from the key of B, from the key of B flat. You can do that with each hand. So go ahead and pause the video again and practice the B flat major scale. And when you come back, we're going to learn the diatonic chords in B flat major. So diatonic chords, we've been learning these quite a bit during our chord unit. Basically, we're just playing one chord on each note of the scale. Did I miss one? Because I'm talking. I can't think and talk at the same time. So when we play through these, we have to be on the lookout for where the black keys are. And it's written here in the music. And you can see again, there's a key signature written at the beginning. So we've accumulated all of the 2 flats, all of the B flats and E flats at the very beginning of this line and not written it in. So it's up to you as a performer to know what the key of B flat is, how it feels, and where to place your hand depending on which chord you're playing. So looking at this first chord, we're going to start off with B flat on the bottom, and it's 3 skips, so it's 2 skips, 3 notes, and we see that this one is a black key, it's B flat, and then if we skip from B flat to D to F, we have 2 white keys that go with it. And if you stuck with me through the unit 5 where we did chords, you would know that this is one of the killer bees. Nice. So now we can move to the second chord, and it starts on C. C is a white key, and we have an E, which is going to be flat, and a G. So here, in our mind, we have to associate the location of this key with a black key. Now when we move to D, we're going to skip from D to F to A, and these are all white keys. So we have D minor. Next we can move to E, but it's E flat. So we have to move to E flat, then skip 1 to G, skip 1 to B flat. So that's our chord for E flat. Moving to F, all white keys, moving to G. There's a B in my hand, so I'm playing it flat. Moving to A, I have an E here, so my 5 is playing a flat, and back to B flat. And we can do the same with the left hand. So B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G with a B flat, A with an E flat, and B flat here at the top. And we can do that hands together. B, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. And you could practice these broken. And we could do them coming down. And if you've used stickers on these, it's great to help target, but eventually you need to take them off so that you're naturally targeting those notes just visually on your own. So again, pause the video please and practice your diatonic chords in B flat major. You should start to really get your brain around this key with 2 flats. So here we have a little very short improvisation written out in the key of B flat, and we've used our dotted quarter eighth pattern, so it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 it repeats. And you can see that I've written in the chord symbols above the music. So when we do this progression, we're going to just leave the hand to get started here in the B flat pentascale. That's a nice easy place to start. And just let's get the groove going first with the left hand. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2. And now my right hand. Just making up dancing sounds with my right hand. Then I'm doing a little bit of repetition. I played a note that sounded funny, and I'm just keeping on doing it until it sounds good. Because I'm improvising. And my left hand has taken on a life of its own. The whole point of this exercise is actually to do something like this, where you're just grooving in the key of B flat. And so you see I've moved my right hand now. Up to a different position where my middle finger's on B flat and I've put my other fingers on white keys. And I might go back home. And always end with your home key chord, which is B flat. And so basically what you're supposed to do here is just get your hands going all over these keys. You can add pedal if you want to, if you have a pedal. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you're keeping track of your progress on your progress sheet. Feel free to drop me a note at pianovideolessons@gmail.com. And if you loved this lesson, maybe you'd like to become a sponsor. Click the info card to find out about Patreon sponsorship. I could do this for hours. I mean, it's just very entertaining to let your fingers paint on the keys with sound using the notes from B flat major. And that's really the secret to keeping music sounding musical. You can't just hit random notes anywhere. You have to build a framework with chords and a framework with scales and then just mesh them together and create your own music and your own sound. So come back and join me in lesson 5, where we're going to learn to play the classical piece from the New World. And If you want this lesson practice record, you can hop on over to PianoVideoLessons.com and download it. But you can see here that you can keep track of your practice using this sheet. So that's awesome. If you want that, just find the link. It's a free download. You can get it there. And so yeah, join me in the next lesson where we're going to learn to play From the New World.